Hi, welcome to another travel video by Gary Rose Travels. Please click like and subscribe for more videos, and also visit GaryRoseTravels.com for all the best budget backpacker advice. This video is all about the wonderful things this world has on offer for female travellers, and also all of the things which is unique to being a female traveller. Please watch the end of the video for some really good advice on how being a lady traveller can be cheaper than being a man, which is something I've discovered recently in my travels. So, what can you expect by being a female traveller? First of all, when you read travel forums, travel advice books, and also social media, you will see that there's quite a lot of misinformation and also horror stories and things from female travellers, and oh, they shouldn't have done that because they were alone and I can't go there, it's not safe for women. Please don't listen to this, don't read into it too much. Of course there are dangers involved. There's dangers involved for men, women, children, families, groups, old people, all types of people across the board, and you should never be put off because you're a female traveller. You should never be able to you should always be able to achieve your dreams and live your dreams. It shouldn't matter that you're a man, a woman, or your age. Obviously there are risks involved, no matter where you go in this world. There are risks involved. However, the good far outweighs the bad, and of course there have been things that's happened to us, to me when we've been travelling. However, it's never put me off. And one of the joys of being a woman is that you get a completely different experience to that as if you were a man. And in this video, that's what I'm going to be talking about, focusing on the positives. So what can you hope to expect? If you're a lone female traveller and you rock up, then absolutely well done. You've got big balls for going in the first place. So what can you expect? First of all, that many people are very happy for you to join their group, or perhaps they're in a couple or two or three. If you're a lone person and you want to join, that's absolutely fine by us. It means that we get to share the costs of jeeps, costs of safaris, costs of transport, all these things. The more the merrier is very often, especially if you go somewhere where there's shared jeeps is how you get around. More the merrier always. Also, sometimes it's for me personally, it's quite nice to have another woman to talk to when we're traveling. It's quite nice to share those things that I'd share with friends back home. It's nice to have another woman to talk to about these things. Also, to ask for advice and help and have that kind of friendship, because I do miss it when I'm on the road. Don't ever be put off because if there's couples, you might think, oh well, I can't talk to them, they're a couple. If the women are anything like me, then they'll appreciate another woman to talk to. Also, when we've been travelling, we've been joined by groups of friends. We met a group of 4, I think, ladies who were travelling, and they needed a bit of help. So yeah, they joined with us, and the cost of things dramatically reduced. We shared costs for jeeps and safaris and things. So yeah, I say don't have to go it alone. You don't have to stay a solo traveller. You can always join people if you are a solo traveller. Or perhaps you go as two friends and one of you wants to do something, one doesn't, and you end up doing activities by yourself. Or perhaps you're in a couple and perhaps only men can do a certain activity. This has happened many times to us, and the lady is by herself. What I have found throughout the world is that very often women have taken pity on me. Local women have taken pity, local families, especially with small children, and I've been invited to go and sit with them and join with them in their picnics or their family celebrations and the things that they're doing. Most of the world is most people in the world are not as reserved as us Brits, and they don't like to see people sat by themselves. So yeah, if you are a lone traveller, that can be another good thing. You get to join in and experience their culture and their life a little bit. I myself had a fantastic experience. Gary went into a mosque, and obviously I can't go because I'm female, and I wanted to respect their wishes, you know, stay outside. And a group of ladies, they took pity on me and invited me to join their picnic and play with their kids and speak to them. It was absolutely wonderful. And had I been with Gary, obviously he was gone mosque, had we both been outside together, that opportunity wouldn't have presented itself, because it's unacceptable for them to, you know, approach us. Only approach me, they couldn't approach him. Again, that's another thing. If you are a female traveller, or you know, two females, it's acceptable for you to be approached by women, or you to approach women. Very often it's, you know, it's not socially acceptable for them to approach men, even, you know, married men with their wives. It's still not acceptable. But if you're women, then it's acceptable for them to do that. So it can be one great way of meeting the locals, and also boosting the ladies who come to you, their confidence as well, because perhaps their English isn't great, perhaps they want to talk to you, perhaps they want to look at you and compare dress and jewelry and things, and yeah, that's what they like to do. So again, if you want to meet the locals and have a great experience, then being a single woman or a couple of women is a great way to do that. Again, on the same points to this, very often photography, with photography, it's not acceptable for men to take pictures of women or children or families. It's not acceptable. Neither is it acceptable for them to you know, pose for pictures or want to look at pictures, things like that. So if you're a woman or a group of women, then it is acceptable. And quite often, you know, when we've met with people in rural communities, they've been quite scared of Gary, to be honest, and he hasn't been able to get any shots. But for me, if I approach and I talk to them and you know, take pictures with their kids and let their kids use the camera, and it's usually a really lovely experience. But they're not able to do that with a man being present. So very often it's me who goes out to meet the ladies and meet the kids and get to know them first before I take any pictures. Obviously you want to like talk and be polite and nice. Sometimes, you know, we'll just offer some money after, or just, you know, give the families something, just say thank you. But very often they just want to talk to you. So that's one of the brilliant ways that being a woman is a major advantage of being a man when you travel. Also, costs can vary quite a lot if you're a female traveller or a female in some parts of the world. Very often bus and train tickets are cheaper. They're about 15 to 20% cheaper for women in parts of the world, parts of India, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bangladesh, Pakistan, these places. Public transport is cheaper in some parts of them, not all. Especially in Rajasthan, yeah, women are you get quite a lot of discount if you're a woman. Also, you get your own designated seats as well, which is nice, on trains and buses and things like that. So you can play the woman card. Also, when you go into ticket halls, booking offices, things like that, if there's a huge queue, very often there's a woman only queue. So if you're travelling as a couple, then use your woman to your advantage and get her to stand in the queue. This can be quite annoying for a lot of men, and also a lot of, you know, group, if there's a group of men, or, you know, two men together, you know, it can piss them off. But use it to your advantage, because it's really good. So yeah, that pretty much covers my brilliant reasons why, you know, being a woman is great to travel. Yeah, thank you for watching.